这样的逢5、逢10呢，俄罗斯都会举行非常隆重而盛大的庆祝仪式。包括今年75周年呢，此前俄罗斯也早早的开始进行了准备，要邀请各国的领导人来参加和现场观礼。但是呢，我们知道就是现在俄罗斯
by inviting heads of states from all countries. And now, because of the epidemic, the land part of this parade has been prevented, but the aerial show is maintained. There will be a lot of planes. As I heard, there will be 75 military airplanes, the exact number of the 75th anniversary. You may be wondering, why is there such a military parade every year on the Red Square in Russia? Since 1995, Russia has been holding such great celebration for over 20 years. But this year, there is no such military parade on land in the Red Square. For Russians, this is not just a celebration. It's more like some relief and comfort, so that all Russians will remember history and how the ancestors have been fighting for the homeland. Now, as we can see, they are all preparing on the site, and it's raining today. It's overcast with small rains. According to the arrangement, because of the weather, the air show may be influenced because of the rains. And on the bridge spanning over the Red Square, a lot of pedestrians are waiting for this moment. According to the rundown, President Putin will come back to Kremlin, and now he has given the flowers to the martyrs. And later on, there will be the parade, after which, as the tradition showed in previous years, there will be processions. And it's very interesting. Everyone will hold the photo of their family members who have passed away in the war to commemorate the ancestors and to celebrate victory. Due to the coronavirus, the parade on the Red Square had some changes. A lot of activities have moved online. For example, many people will commemorate this day by going online. Tonight, the Ministry of Culture of Russia called upon the civilians to sing the song of this Victory Day. Since we have no sight of the parade on the Red Square anymore, unlike previous years, we will have other shows. As we all know, the Victory Day is very important for Russians. The Soviet Union sacrificed a lot during this war, with about 27 million casualties. Many families have lost their members, and to every household, this day is some day to remember. Russia has started early to prepare for today. And the Russians think that the changes of the celebration are totally understandable because of the coronavirus. And some flags are now prepared on the bridge. It's still very festive. Many government agencies also have put on the banner of the 75th anniversary. Of the poor weather.
还是疫情比较严重，所以莫斯科市长呢也是呼吁大家尽量的在今天。
Now Russia is still under the influence of coronavirus, so the mayor of Moscow called upon civilians to remain at home, and also this celebration has been participated by everyone through the form of air parade. The Red Square is still within our sight. And some pedestrians are standing on the bridge. There are a few people waiting together with us. So how about we interview some of them? After the air parade, we will have some arrangement for the interviews. I know that it's regrettable for many people because of the postponement of this parade. Traditionally, on May the 9th, the day will be very festive. The air parade has been postponed if we compare with the rehearsal moment. Previously, Russia has taken some measures. For example, to prepare the premium weather of this day, they had some technologies to send away the clouds, but still today it's very foggy and rainy, so some activities have been cancelled. 47 cities and some Navy bases will hold similar activities, like the air shows. Now we're still waiting. Before it begins, let's do some homework. Air parade is meant to be very interesting. There will be 75 military airplanes. For example, the new generation of helicopters, for example, the Mi-28N and Tu-160, the bombers. In addition, There will be missiles.
另外呢，苏57，也就是所称的这个
Those are the highlights.
呢，也会
4557 is another focus. They will appear very soon.
好，我们现在看到呢，就是红场里边呢，飞入了这个第一架。首先出场的呢是
Now the first show has begun on the above the red scale.
现在出现的呢米8和一架米26。
Now it's Mi-8 and Mi-26. They form a procession. This type of helicopters could be said as the most widely used military airplanes. We hear the sound from the air. It feels different standing here. We could see the procession, including Mi-8 and 26. The 26 series is heavyweight helicopters with very limited sound. After them, there are the Series 35. They form another procession. The third procession is Car 52. They are armed helicopters. They are used for investigation and scouting to reduce the risks. The Mi-28 is a highlight for today. In the nighttime, they could be used. This is the alarm airplane, A5. It's been used in Russia in the military, and they're also studying the A100. Now, another 3 airplanes are flying above us. It's actually with dual functions for both military and civil usage. Another 3 long-distance bombers, Tu-95, are flying. It could fly long, and it could carry the nuclear bombs for a long time. So they're also used for some strategic cruise. Tu-160 and 4 Tu-RMX are flying above us. It's actually nicknamed as the White Swan. It has the fastest speed among all the bombers. Now this one is E-278 and Tu-160. These 2 airplanes are showing us how to add more fuel to the airplanes. 4 MiG-29 are behind them. They're lightweight fighter jets. It could be used for short distance. They're very beautiful. The next procession is composed of 4 Soviet Union 24. They're also supersonic fighter jets. The next one is a highlight for this parade. It's WWII. It carries supersonic missiles. Russia has specifically adjusted WWII to be the current 3EK in order to smooth the way of the missiles. 457 are coming afterwards. They are the 5th generation fighter jets. The next procession is composed of 10. Su-35 is included. Su-35 is also the killer airplanes. It's the 4th generation fighter jets. The next one procession is composed of 9 aircrafts, including Su-30 and MiG-29. They are very pretty. These are 6 Su-25. They have 3 colors dragging behind the airplanes. The 3 colors are the colors on the national flag of Russia. If the weather is clearer, those colors will be more outstanding. So that's about the air parade to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Great Patriotic War. And such a similar air parade will be shown in other 47 cities in Russia. Let's do some homework to summarize the air parade. For example, the Su-57 has been shown, and the supersonic missile has been seen, but they are flying very fast, so we just had a glimpse of all of them. If you have interest, you could review and replay this video. Another highlight of this day is the procession of the masses, but regretfully, it's been cancelled because of the coronavirus. But according to the news, this procession will be resumed before the end of this year. It depends on the situation of the coronavirus. As we all know, this epidemic is very influential, particularly for the vulnerable group like the elderly people. So Russia determines to use its own way to celebrate this victory. And also they encourage the civilians to light a candle on their balcony in order to show their feelings to their ancestors. Another information is about the epidemic in Russia. It's not romantic now. For several days in a row, the daily newly added cases has been over 10,000, and there is no sight of turning point appearing here in Russia. So everyone is estimating that this epidemic may be ended by the end of August, but possibly no. So we don't know. We have to wait and see with our best hopes pinned upon the promising future. And we're looking forward to the parade on the Red Square as before. After this air parade, the pedestrians are successively leaving this bridge.
然是不容乐观啊，包括莫斯科呢，现在是。
We know that the situation is not turning better, and the cases in Russia stand in high number. Russia has taken a lot of measures to curb the spread of this epidemic, but many people are staying at home for a very long time. Some are unemployed. They're looking forward to the opportunity of employment. So since April the 2nd, some industries have resumed production. For example, the construction industry. But for the tertiary industry, it may come later. The government will give some warnings to the civilians, for example, the transportation manners. Otherwise, if they disobey, they may be penalized. We do hope that the epidemic will come to its end. It's just like another patriotic war. So this is the live broadcasting of the air parade for the 75th